Okay, hello and welcome back to the Bizkit Club podcast. It's been an absolute effort trying to get this podcast done today. I think this is my fourth time trying to record it, but perseverance, we've kept going and here we are. Which actually kind of leads me into the topic that I wanted to talk about today, which is everyone's shit at first. And I think like today it's been a shit podcast just because there's been a lot of stuff going on outside and I've been getting a lot of background noise. There was someone trimming a hedge and there was a leaf blower, then there were people talking outside, someone bouncing a ball, and like it was like everything was going wrong. And so it was turning out to be a shit podcast simply because I couldn't get my voice recorded without the background noise. I've kept persevering and here we are, so hopefully this take will stick and we'll actually get it done. So that kind of leads me into the point where a lot of the time when we're starting our own businesses, things may not be perfect in the beginning and things may not be as we want them to be, like 100%, but does that mean maybe we shouldn't start or maybe we shouldn't put things out into the world? Like for me, this podcast, it's not perfect at the moment, but I'm like, let's just go with it, let's just do it and see what happens. So if we think about some of our, well-known creatives, like, I don't know, Stevie Wonder, Beyonce, Lizzo, like none of them slid out the womb with perfect chords, but they had to take time to master their craft and get to that level where they would be revered in their field. And I think that's a really important point to make, because a lot of the times as entrepreneurs or small business owners, we're looking at other people who are already in the spotlight, who have already made businesses that seem to be flourishing, seem to be getting like loads of celebrity endorsements, they have high profits, returning customers, high retention rate, a really prominent social media presence. And our business that is only 6 months old, we're now comparing it to a business that's 6 years old and saying, I want to get there, but what I've got is shit compared to theirs. And it's kind of like we're minimising our efforts and we're minimising the fact that we still have a long way to go in our journey. If you're only 6 months in, comparing yourself to a business that's 6 years in, that has actually taken the time to build up their customer base, taken the time to do the trial and error with the products and their packaging and their services, like it's not a fair comparison because you're not in the same league, you're not on the same page. Like these people or these businesses that are already 6 years down the line, they've already finished their first book, their first novel or whatever, and you're still on page 1, you're still on chapter 1, trying to compare yourself to a novel that's already finished. So I think it's really important that if you are in the stage right now where you are a small business owner, you are an entrepreneur, and you're wanting to get to a place, but you're looking at your product or services and you're saying, actually, what I've got to offer is shit. It's not shit. Like, you have a raw product which gives you the opportunity to improve before you even get to that like major stage of success. You can make all your mistakes now early on, like put products out, see how they land and get feedback from your customers. And once you get that feedback from your customers, you have the opportunity to improve on your product and service and give your customers exactly what they want, because you've put something out there and you've got their feedback and they've told you what they want, they've told you what you need, and you can provide that for them. So I think if you are, like I say, if you are in that stage where you're kind of holding yourself back because you're scared that it's not perfect, it's not going to work out, it's not a polished product, try anyway, see what happens, and just take the opportunity to be able to learn from your mistakes now whilst you're a smaller name, and not when you're like a big global brand and all your mistakes are printed in the media and celebrities are slating you and all that sort of thing. Do it now, take a chance on yourself, take a chance on your business, take a chance on your customers, and get outside of your own head and stop thinking about whether or not it's good enough, and take the steps to make it good enough. And another point as well, you're going to be like, well, I see people who start businesses and then they get sales straight away and then the business just takes off overnight. Like, what about them? And the chances are the people that you're talking about aren't influencers. And those influencers have, yes, started their business just now and it's taken off overnight, but they've probably spent months or years cultivating their audience. And what the audience is buying into is the influencer's brand, because they've already built up a relationship with them. So that at the point that they're ready then to launch this business and build, bring these products or bring these services out, the customer already has an investment into that business before they've already purchased anything, because they have an investment in the person behind the business. So that's something to think about as well. So if you are building a brand at the moment, do you already have the following there, or is this something that you need to build? And if it's something that you need to build, that's fine. Take the time to build it. Take the time to build the audience. Take the time to build the presence. Take the time to build the brand. Find out what works for you in terms of marketing, whether it is social media, email, face-to-face, guerrilla marketing, whatever it is. But take that time to niche down and find what works for your business and your brand, and stop thinking about what influencer X is doing and stop thinking about what business X is doing, because all the energy that you're concentrating on what their business is doing, you could be putting it into your own. Oof. Went off on one there, didn't I? So yeah. So hopefully, you've listened to that and a little light bulb's gone on and you've said, right, okay, yeah, my business isn't where I want it to be right now, but I have the opportunity to get it there. And you're going to keep taking steps, you're going to keep pushing forward to make it exactly that you want to be, and forget about the fact that you've got blank walls and the microphone's poking out and you've got your notebook here with the notes, and customers actually respond really well to organic growth because they've been a part of the journey, and that helps to build an investment into the business. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, and hopefully you've enjoyed it and you've taken something from it. As always, I say please leave me some feedback, please leave me comments, let me know how you find these videos, let me know how you find the actual audio as well, and things that I could do different, because my podcast's rubbish for now, but listen, wait till you see me in 6 months' time.